Hey, what's up? It's your girl Love Ashe. Welcome back to another video. This is for my Virgo and my Virgo risings. This is what's going on for you for the month of April 2025. All right, Virgo. So I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I had to shuffle the deck quite a few times because the energy just felt off. I don't know what that was about, so I had to really just sit with you guys' reading for a bit, and it finally clicked. So I'm just going to be confirming what your body's been trying to tell you for weeks, for months, for some of y'all, maybe even years, okay? So April is a spiritual checkpoint, and the decisions you make in this energy, they're going to echo. It's like a ripple effect, not just for this year. I'm talking like years ahead. So this is not the time to play it safe, Virgo. It's not the time to pretend you don't see what you see. You don't feel what you feel. You don't know what you know. And it's definitely not the time to ignore yourself to protect other people's comfort. Okay? Virgo, you've already like outgrown too much to keep squeezing into old rooms. And I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this because you've prayed for more, Virgo. You've asked for more. You've been trying to manifest more for yourself. You pray for more peace, for more alignment, more money, more purpose, more love, more joy, more stability. But all of that is connected to one thing: you choosing different. Not better, not perfect, just different. So this month, something's going to come up that may feel familiar. Maybe like a situation, maybe a person, maybe a pattern in your behavior you thought you already grew out of. It might not come in looking toxic, which is why the energy was super weird to me when I was connecting with y'all's energy. But in fact, this might come dressed up as like a blessing. But pay attention to the way it makes you feel. That is what's going to be your internal alarm clock. You're going to have to check in with that gut feeling, okay? And your spirit is going to say, this looks different, but we've been here before. Yeah, we've done this before. This feels very familiar. It's just like deja vu in a sense. So the old version of you in April maybe would have talked yourself into accepting it. You would have said, maybe it's not that bad, or, I don't want to be difficult, or, what if this is my only chance? And I'm telling you right now, Virgo, that version of you, she is done. Okay? She's not allowed to lead anymore. She's not equipped to make decisions, all right? She's not equipped to give. She's not equipped for where you're going, period. So if your nervous system says no, you say no. If your body tenses up around other people, that's your answer. You don't need proof. You don't need a breakdown. You don't need full explanation. Sometimes the feeling is the clarity. That's your answer. And Virgo, I know you like to overanalyze. I know you want everything to make sense. You want a chart, a checklist, a breakdown. But not this time, friend. Not this time. This time, your knowing is the data. It's all the data that you need. And April will expose what's not sustainable for you. And that includes how you've been showing up. Some of y'all are so used to being the one that holds it all together that you don't even realize how much you're carrying until something breaks. That breaking point, it's here in April. And it's not because you're weak, but it's because Spirit is saying you don't need to hold it like that anymore. You don't need to do that anymore. That's not necessary. That doesn't serve your highest and greatest good. The guilt that maybe some of you guys are carrying around saying no, around pulling back your energy, not texting back all the time, not answering, not accepting the invite, around being unavailable to chaos, that guilt, it's a lie. You're not mean. You're not selfish. You're just done being everybody's anchor when no one checks to see if you're drowning. So here's what I need you guys to understand. This month will ask for clean boundaries. That's what I'm getting. Not reactive boundaries, right? Not emotional boundaries. The word that's coming through is clean boundaries. Straight lines. You don't need to yell. You don't need to explain. You don't need to beg to be heard. You don't need to be passive aggressive. Okay, friend? You just move different. And people will either get it together or they're just gonna fall off by the wayside, okay? Either way, you got shit to do. So let's talk about relationships real quick here, because this energy in some of y'all's love life is really, really loud as well. Okay? Some of y'all are entertaining people who don't see you. And it's not because they're blind, okay? Ray Charles, baby, they can see with them two eyes. But it's because they benefit from your uncertainty. Somebody's benefiting from your uncertainty. Because when you're unsure of your worth, Virgo, they don't have to rise to meet it. Ooh. Leave me a comment down below. I know that hit. Leave me a comment down below. So they keep you guessing. They keep breadcrumbing you. They give you just enough to keep you hoping, but never enough to keep you whole. And I get it. I feel like this is like a podcast. And I get it. You want to believe it's going to change. You want to believe that if you just hang in there a little longer, they're going to wake up. But Virgo, this month is asking you, what if they don't wake up? What if they never become the version you've been holding space for? What if the lesson isn't to stay, but to release? You're not wrong. I gotta let that breathe. I just can't. Let's let that breathe. What if the lesson isn't to stay, but it's to release? And the thing is, you're not asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong person. And if someone can't match your growth, they don't get access to your future, period. You spend too long translating your spirit to people who don't even speak your language. And so this month is going to reveal who's really in alignment and who's just around because you make their life easier, period. So watch who supports your boundaries. Who's like, yeah, girl, you better take that time for yourself. Yes, girl, you better put that phone on do not disturb. Yes, girl, you better prioritize your peace. Watch those who respect your silence, who show up without needing to be needed. Because real love, that shit doesn't require you to abandon yourself. Now let's shift to your purpose a little bit. Okay. Your path, your money. Because some of y'all are about to step into something real big. But you're still doubting yourself. You're still second guessing those instincts. Virgo, you're so damn smart. Like, I'm not even trying to gas you up right now. Like, you are so damn smart. But sometimes you're too smart for your own good. You're still looking for permission when Spirit has already gave you the assignment. And this month will bring you an opportunity. Maybe it's small. Maybe it's subtle. Maybe it's not exactly what you were manifesting, but it's real. And how you treat it will determine how it grows. So stop downplaying your gifts. Stop waiting to be discovered. Stop thinking you need everything to be perfect before you begin. Start now. Start messy. Start scared. Just get it started. Just do it. Because the more you move, the clearer it's going to get for you. And so this is not the month to sit on those ideas. This is not the month to wait for the right time. The right time is when you decide, when you choose. The energy is already there. You just have to meet it. And yeah, people are watching you. Some people are silently watching you. Some people are watching from a distance. Some people are waiting to see if you're going to fall apart. But that's not your business. Your business is to stay consistent, to stay in alignment, to move with intention. This month is about releasing old narratives. You're not the same person anymore. Like, for real. So stop reacting like it. Stop waiting for the other shoe to drop. Stop living like you owe people your peace. You've earned this version of you. You've cried for this peace, baby girl. Baby girl. You bled for this clarity. For real. You sacrificed for this level of like self-worth. So now you need to protect that shit. And that means not going back to what broke you, even when it looks better, even when they got a new car, even when they start going to church, even when they start going to the gym, even when they get a therapist. Okay, that means not negotiating your boundaries just to be liked. That means not playing small just to make others comfortable. You don't need to explain. Your growth, your evolution, your ascension, just live in it. This month will reward those of you who choose peace over performance, alignment over distractions. And yeah, you're going to be tempted to go back, but for a lot of you, I feel like you won't. Because you've already tasted what it feels like to trust yourself. And it tastes good. And it's good for your body, mind, body, and soul. And once you start trusting yourself again, that's when everything starts to really shift in your life. So let April do what it needs to do. You know, let the truth come out. Let the shifts happen. Let the people fall off. You're not losing at all, baby. They're losing because you're leveling up. The more you get this mindset, the more you lose in the month of April, it's actually you leveling up, okay? Because on the other side of this test, there's peace, there's real love, there's clarity, there's purpose. There's a version of you that doesn't chase anything because everything meant for you knows exactly where to find you. So that's my message for you, Virgo, for the month of April. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Ashe.